start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kent State's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who's going to be trying to pick him. And they knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know your deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking for room at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Back to throw, it's Mateer. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Tatum. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Sategna. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wide open spaces. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Looking for a gap. It's Tatum.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's in open space downfield. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll run him from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Harris. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Now the play fake. Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Trying to go to the slant. It's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
Right on target this time. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Got room to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover, hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break up the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Berry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. And the golden flashes pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Flashes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense
lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Flashes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. There he goes! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes a catch. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. You think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooner! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last. Oh, a lot of space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Golden Flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. And the pass Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got the first down and more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. On the ground, it's Tatum. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground, 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and now we'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Golden Flashes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Buys a little time. And the Golden Flashes have enough for the 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Cole. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The throw converts on fourth down, still going. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the golden flashes. Didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink. It is hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Cole. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And to get rid of it quickly.
and the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To give as they work on that clock. It's a seam wide open. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Jukes his way for more. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching.